What's happening, folks? This is Eli with EH Tutorials, and today I actually want to do something a little bit different than what we usually do, and this is a little bit of a drive around video. In this case, we're going to be going to Medford, Massachusetts. In case you're ever wondering how Medford looks during the snow, there's a little bit of snow around, but there's not as much as it was last week. So it's a great video to make because you get to see Medford during the winter time. We're going to be approaching Medford Square in a little bit, but this is a nice little view. It actually takes you into Arlington as well, if you stay on the left lane, of course. So if you're looking into Medford, you wanted to see the city as much as you can. I'm going to try to show you as much as I can in this video. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff I'm probably going to miss, but I'm going to, depending on how well this video does, I might make a second video. But as you can see, you have the Mystic Valley Parkway exit here on the left, but we're going to exit through Main Street in Medford. So that you can see a little bit of the Main Street. I'm going to drive you around a little bit. It's a nice little town. I wanted to give you more some statistics about it. Because the location that Medford is in, it is very close to Boston, and because of that, you pretty much are going to get prices that are a little bit higher because it is a pretty relatively safe location. So if you're looking to buy a property there, depending on the size of the property, of course, you're probably going to be spending a good amount of money on it. For example, if you're looking for a condo, just to say a 2-bedroom condo, you're going to be going over $400,000 to buy a condo there. As you can see here, this is a little bit of the Main Street on the left side. We're going to go around it though. I'm going to drive around there so you can see. But anyway, so you would be paying about $400,000 for a 2-bedroom condo here in Medford. If you're looking for a single family house, you're probably going to get a home that's going to cost you about $500,000 to $600,000, depending on the type of house that you're getting. If you're getting something that's been renovated, I mean, it really all depends on the price and also the location of Medford. Right here, this is basically the area of Medford Square. We're going to be approaching more of the shopping areas here, but you got your city hall right there on your left side, where most of the government stuff gets done in Medford. I believe you have the police station in that same area right there in the Medford Square area. So it's all pretty centralized. We're going to go here on the left side so that you can see Medford Square. And this is one side of Medford Square here if you look on the left side. But we're going to go on to we're going to take a left over here. In Medford Square, you actually have a lot of different dining options that you could enjoy. So for example, if you're looking for pizza, they have a Wellington's pizza. They also have a Mexican place, I believe it's called Tenoch. There's also a modern pastry, I believe it's modern pastry. And so you get Italian, from the North End pastries from there. It's a nice little town. Like I said, you have this hockey place over here. You can get if you play hockey. There's all sorts of hockey equipment you can get here, especially for the kids and stuff. So it's a nice place. You have the rice guys here on the right side. Like I said, you also have Blue Fuji if you like Chinese and Japanese food. I think it's a fusion restaurant. So it's definitely a nice place if you're into Japanese and Chinese food, of course. So yeah, this is pretty much the square. I'm sorry for the sun. The sun is kind of blocking everything. I wish I might have to do a second video about this, but yeah, if you look, I think on the right side there's also a Dunkin' Donuts here. And one of the nice things about Medford is also that there's buses connecting it everywhere. And I believe there's even a bus that takes you directly to Haymarket, which is always good if you're, for the commuters. You don't really have to drive your car if you work in downtown Boston. So that's always a nice little thing to do, if you just don't like to drive. And also, the parking in Boston is pretty bad. So it's definitely something to look for if you're looking into this neighborhood. I'm going to take you a little bit towards the residential area, a little bit. It's not, obviously it can get deeper if I took you into West Medford, but I can do that for like another different day. On the left side of here, you have your post office. And I believe you have, I forgot what this is over here, but I can't think of it from the top of my head, but it's right over here on the left is the high school, but the previous building that's you have big performers come in. I forgot I can't think of the name right now of what it was, but yeah, this is your residential area here of Medford. You can see, these houses. A lot of them are, single family. Some of them are two family. It's a pretty peaceful place, pretty quiet, and it's a nice place to raise a family if you're looking for a place to have kids, or for some real estate that's good quality, of course. And again, it's so close to Boston, and you have great towns next to it. You have Melrose, you have what's the other town, Winchester. So you're I believe you also have Belmont around there too, and a little bit of Woburn on the border with Medford. So it's always, you have a good amount of towns around if you're looking for stuff to do. And of course, different dining options. There's a lot of different stuff, and not to mention you have Boston. I mean, you have Bus 95, I believe it is, takes you right into Sullivan Square, and that's when you think about it, you have a good amount of transportation around there that can take you around. So you definitely want to check that out if you're looking for a property you don't know, but if you have the money. Again, I do have to advise you. You better have the money to buy, because it isn't. Medford has become a lot more expensive. I used to live in this town a while back, and it was definitely a cheaper place back then. So as time goes by, this town is it's a really nice town, like I said. And so right here, we're gonna try to connect you to the highway, and I think after this, we're gonna try to end this video. It really isn't that much else I can show you. I mean, I might do like I said, I might do a second video of West Medford, because that's another part of Medford too that I didn't get to include in this video. But here we're in the highway, and we're gonna go into the highway part of Medford. I believe you have the Fellsway West to your right, which is where I usually I go around there sometimes too. And then on the left side you got 93 North, and that's another thing that I forgot to mention, is the connection to the highway. This living in Medford, you're gonna have the highway right there. So if you need to travel to work, you gotta drive a lot, this is a great place for that reason, because you have your highways right there. You got 93, and then you can connect to 95 if you stay on 93 North. So there's just so many places you can go. And if you want to go to Route 1, you can also go to Route 1 if you go through. You can go through Melrose and make a connection somewhere there. But yeah, it's another thing too that I forgot to mention. There's a couple of rotaries there in Medford. So if you don't like rotaries, you're probably not gonna like Medford. Other than that, you don't really have a lot of crazy drivers. So the people in Medford tend to be kind of chill out. These little North Shore towns, it's a little different than driving into Boston. Like, you're driving into Boston, it's a little bit crazy. You have a lot of crazy drivers there. You got this whole, the mass holes, down there. Not that you're not gonna get them here in Medford, because they do come here from other parts, but it's not obviously not as bad. I think there's also like a private lake that's only available in this area here. Yeah, right here on the left side. I forgot what the name of it is, but there's a lake over here that's only exclusive to people that live in Medford. So if you're living in Medford, you can go there, just show your ID and your address or whatever, and then you're let in. And you can swim there in the summertime. There's lots of, I believe there's also camping options you have here, but also hiking. If you like to hike, this is a place here that you can go. And you can hike everywhere, so it's really fun, and then as you go further up here, you're gonna go into a rotary, and that's gonna take you all the way to Stoneham and Melrose, and further up to those towns. So it's definitely, like I said, a nice connection. And you have a lot of woods. It's very green in the summer, specifically. Like, I drive around here during the summertime, and it's just beautiful. Right now, it looks a little bit bad because of the of the trees losing all the leaves and all that. But when you see it in the summertime, and I might actually do a video in the summertime, depending on how well this video does, of course. I'll give you a full tour of Medford. But that being it, I'm signing off. This is Elias. Take care, folks.